to make a huge difference. That would be nice. That would really be nice. So how many would make a real difference?
Oh look, I reckon at least 250,000, quarter of a million, easy, you know. If we get 1 million, fantastic.
All right, guys, we know what to do. Get out there, get that petition out. It is the same as what has happened with March for Australia. The petition has been blocked at times. It's not as prevalent as it was. The same as our messaging has been blocked as well. The algorithms, the good old media giants who are in bed with the government are stopping our free speech. So if you can get that speech out, that petition out to people as much as you can, that'd be great.
Yeah, thank you. Look, don't get me wrong, I love this petition. I'm not one of the organisers of it. We couldn't find who it was, but I thoroughly go along with it. Yeah. I want to thank everybody for coming. It's great to see so many Aussie flags. And one more time? Okay, one more time. Just go to Google and type in for a search EN8108 and it'll come up there. Just go into that site. Yeah, okay, when you go into it, you'll be asked for your email. The only reason for the email is you sent a, you got to go into it, and what that email is for is just for verifying that you're not a robot. Oh yes, sorry, yeah, there's 2 steps to it. Do it, and then go to your email and confirm. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, you got to excuse me. Sometimes I forget some little things. 70 years of bloody age. I can't remember it all. Oh, okay. There's 157 signatures. Thank you. Let's go. Yeah, 200 by tonight. Fantastic. Yeah. 250 by the day after. And let's all tell Elbow where to go. It's time for Elbow to go.
Thank Gary for being here and telling us all about that petition. Thank you, Gary. Okay, I stuffed up earlier because I was dealing with a thing over there, and I thought we didn't have any more speakers, but we do. So I'd like to invite Carlos up here from One Nation. Rocco up here from One Nation to have a speak.
Thank you. Well, I ripped up my speech because everyone said everything I was going to say. So I'm going to have to wing it, and I'm going to tell you a couple of things. One, thanks to the media for being here. Let's hope you're not just going to cut out the bits that you think will make us look like crazies. I want to say that differently. Please, media, stop doing what you're doing and not representing Australians. We don't need any favours. We just need the media to tell the truth. And remember, silence is lying just as much if you don't represent us, because you don't let us have a voice. So my name's Rocco, not Carlos. But I could look like a Carlos. I could look like a lot of things. And here's my personal 1-minute story. I was born here in 1965. Yes, it makes me 60 years old. 6 years strong. We've got to age strong. Now, here's what I'm saying. when I was a kid, I was not white enough to be an Aussie. Don't get upset because I'm saying it. It was the truth. It was the 60s. Okay? I don't get bloody offended at everything, every time everyone called me a wog. Why would I want to do that? It's okay. Right? It's okay. Wogs out of work, wogs are propolis now. There's all these shows. It's all good. We're all mates. Mates. Because mateship and a fair go is what made me believe, of all the countries I've ever lived in, that this will always be the best one. Now let me tell you about where I lived. I married a South African woman when I was living in London. She was a white South African, and that is important. It is important, and it's not a racist comment. It's important because when I lived in South Africa and 2 of my 3 children were born there, I was too white. Do you understand the irony of my life? I'm not white enough in Australia when I'm a kid, and then I'm too white when I'm in South Africa. I identified her as a furry cat and I was done with it. My message is simple. I'm not going to let people label me, and I'm not going to let people label me a racist, because I want to protect this country so that people can come in. There's no such thing as bad. There's no such thing as immigration being bad. There's just bad immigration policies, right? So we need immigration because somebody's got to build the bloody houses, right? We don't have tradies. Have you tried getting a tradie to your house? Has anybody? I'm waiting still 3 months for a plumber, and he's the 3rd plumber I'm waiting 3 months for.
Then you don't build a house.
All I'm saying is, if this country needs arms and legs, let's bring them. But if they come here, as my good, by the way, I'm a One Nation candidate, I think. Did I say that? Okay, so my good friend Carlos said, if you come here, respect the country. Come to help, don't come to hurt, don't bring your bullshit, leave it at your place, because if your place was so good, you should have stayed there. That's a drop the mic moment, thank you.
Thank you, Rocco. Rocco, I've just got a gentleman that wants to say something. He isn't one of the speakers that we've organised, but he would like to say something. So if you give him a couple of minutes, just a couple of minutes. Okay, and introduce yourself.
Thank you. My name is Meninda. I'm here from Melbourne. I've been very heavily involved in freedom rallies in Melbourne for the last 5 years. I've marched for freedom over 150 times at least in the last 5 years. And I just want to thank you all for getting out here for this cause and encourage you to continue doing so. It's very important that we keep standing peacefully without violence to get our message across. You've heard people speak that the government and the media keep trying to label us as extremists. It's very important to keep people understanding that we're not. We're everyday Australians fighting for the future of this country, the future of our children. You've already heard, we want a place where our children can afford a house. We have a housing crisis in this country. We have a hospital crisis in this country. We have a schooling crisis in this country. To then bring in roughly 500,000 people a year is totally unsustainable. This is not something our government spoke about. You will have noticed a pattern over the last few years that our governments introduce policies that they don't take to elections. They bring some pitiful little things to elections to get people to vote for them, and as soon as they're in, they do whatever the hell they like. They don't do what the Australian people want. They need to be reminded that they are public servants. In a free and healthy society, the government is there to represent and serve the people. They need to be reminded of that. The other way to keep this message going is continue talking to people. Talk to as many people as you know. If you hear people branding these rallies racist, talk to them calmly, explain to them that we're average, everyday Australians. I myself have immigrant parents who came to this great country to have another life. To some degree, they had their own values, but they embraced this culture and this country fully. And we see through history, we had sustainable immigration for decades. There are still enclaves of cultures from around the world, and that's fine. It didn't have a detrimental effect on the Australian culture. We're bringing in numbers that, firstly, it's having an effect on our culture, but secondly, our country, as you've heard from other speakers, is just not able to cope with this influx of people. And we need to make it understood that it's not racist to bring up these topics and to have these discussions. We have governments that are trying to shut down conversations. We have governments that are desperately trying to control the narrative. They're seeking now to censor people through the guise of anti-hate laws. They're trying to control you through digital IDs and other measures. And as you've already heard, this is not just Australia, it's all around the world. So we need to stand, and we need to stand peacefully. There's a saying, speak your truth even if your voice shakes, and we need to keep this up. I encourage you to continue these rallies, to continue this message, to keep talking to people, to keep putting the pressure on the government, make the government accountable. I'm not affiliated with any political parties, but you have heard some good speakers here from some minor parties. And people need to understand you have an election coming up. Put Liberal and Labor last. Put them last in your order of preference, and your vote cannot go to the wrong party. People get scared thinking if they don't vote for a certain party, their preferences go to the wrong person. You fill out the card the way you want it to go to. Your preferences can go the way you want. Put the freedom-based parties first. Put the independents up the top as well. Leave the major parties last. They're both corrupted by big corporations, banking and globalists. They've proven that over and over again. So thanks for listening, and thank you for letting me up here today and for your time.